Hello and welcome to another update video about ADA Cardano. So yeah, in the last video we talked about the higher time frame. So if you're interested in that, please check that out. You'll find that video. It's the last video from yesterday, basically the Cardano video. Yeah, we're still tracking here the movement. If I zoom out a little bit, just so that you can see that, still tracking the movement of a possible wave 2 that might have got a little bit distorted now, but it doesn't change the count here at all. Of this wave 2. It changes the sub counts though, because I will have to move something in a minute, but all we're doing here again is just tracking the movement, understanding the invalidation points and the breakout points. And so far the likelihood is certainly there that we are moving higher. That would be quite a bit of a move if this move to the upside continues, obviously after we've finished the sideways grind, then this could become quite a bit of an extension, and I think the mid-40s are certainly realistic here. We would then break that previous swing high possibly, or just fall short of breaking it at 44 cents. So that will be highly interesting to observe maybe over the next few days. However, of course, there's no guarantee it will push higher, because this move up is for me not decisive enough yet in terms of, you know, we are certainly definitely breaking out here further. So we are observing that, and we have our key invalidation points, support levels that I'm going to talk about. It remains my view that against this level here, which is between 29.5 or 29.3 to 32.2 cent, we are focusing on higher, because this is the important support level for a wave 4. We have the possibility that this is still a wave 4. It could still be a wave 4. I currently view the wave 4 low here as a running flat, but there are various interpretations possible. Yeah, so my view is at the moment that I've got here a 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're now in the 5, and this was a running flat, which is rare, but sometimes happens in a fourth wave when the fifth wave is really taking off, which it did here. The other interpretation would be that we are already here in the wave 2, which means that we have possibly here completed the first large impulse, and we're now coming down, and that the move down here was just sort of an A wave, 3 waves very clearly, corrective, that this is just an overshooting wave B, which is absolutely fine. It's, you know, it's not broken any levels that would be sort of too high for an overshooting B wave, and now we're coming down in a wave 2. In a C wave, yeah, A, B, C, and then we can sort of reaccumulate down here in the wave 2 support area. It's a bit too early to confirm that area, because we don't really have clarity here. So there's a little bit of uncertainty about which pattern is playing out here, because it could really be both. We've got enough waves to the upside to consider the first impulse to complete, and unfortunately overshooting B waves are fairly common in crypto. Just need to be prepared for that, and that is why, you know, I give you the invalidation points, the key pivot points, the decision points, the key support levels, which will sort of help us understand, yes, are we already in the wave 2? If we talk about possibly here something like A wave down, B wave up, C wave down, then we could just try to understand, you know, has this overshooting B wave possibly moved up too high? And it has come to the 1-to-1 ratio. That's for you know, for an overshooting B wave, that's fine. It could even go all the way up to 41.2 cents without a problem. You know, the 1.38 extension is a typical one, but there is no real limit for overshooting B waves. That's quite funny. As long as we only have 3 waves, it can easily be an overshooting B wave. Now, again, when we talk about 3 or 5 waves, I mean, I counted this as a 5-wave move. But then again, that is to a degree subjective, unfortunately, as well. So it all comes down to the experience. Here, I can tell you from experience, we have a fairly unclear situation with ADA. It's just what it is. You don't always have clarity. We need to be careful here, because if we are in a 5th wave to the upside, yeah, even if we push a bit higher, we can see now and spot these bearish divergences on various time frames, the 1 hour, the 4 hour. So I think we're getting to at some point exhausted here. That doesn't mean we have to come down straight away. In fact, this looks still a bit like a bullish pattern, bullish pennant maybe now. With that latest breakout to the upside, you can move that trend line, and then you can even connect those two those 2 points here, or now you've got a bullish pennant. So this might be morphing into something more like a triangle and not a WXY pattern, yeah. So that will be interesting here. At the moment, you could argue, right, we topped here in a wave 1, and we are now, we moved down in a wave W. Maybe this was an X wave, and we can still come down in a Y wave. Because if we consider this as a wave 2 here, then the ideal target would sort of be here around the 36, 37 cent level. A wave 2 can't really be a triangle. The subwaves could be, but yeah, I mean, if we break out from here directly, I would even consider that all of this is just the wave 4 still. And then we had an A wave down, a B wave up, C, D, E, and we're moving up in a triangle. So, you know, maybe that's even the more realistic option here, but I would like to keep both possibilities so that, you know, the thing is, if we now, let me label that as a triangle. Let me label it and I can tell you the invalidation points for the triangle. So if we say, yeah, so with a triangle, we would have here an A wave. There would be the B wave. Then we would have, where was the top? Yeah, this as a C wave here, this as a D wave, and then here possibly as an E wave. Now, with the E wave, different color, let me do that orange. With an E wave, it must not go below the C wave. Then it would be very tricky. So if we go below 36.87 cents, this triangle is most likely not going to work out. And then I think we are fairly clearly in a WXY, which means if we break below that level, it's most likely this wave 2. And then we have a chance to find support around the 36.3 cent level as indicated yesterday. Yeah. In fact, let me check that because I think the X wave moved higher now, so we have to readjust the target to, yeah, 36.4 cents, but it doesn't really make a great difference. The 1-to-1 ratio is the first target. If we go below that, we've got 35.3, which is the 1.618 extension for a WXY. Okay, so, and as a triangle, it should now hold this trend line, and then after the next low, it could certainly break out to the upside. And then if you see that we break above the D wave high, which is at 38.3 cents, it's a good indication we are moving up. And the B wave high breakout would be the confirmation of 38.7. That's sort of where we are here at the moment with ADA. Corrective patterns always difficult to forecast because they can move. So we just need to keep an open mind when we have a corrective wave pattern. It's important to understand the key invalidation points. And to be honest, here for a wave 2, the invalidation point is the beginning of the wave 1, which would be basically at 32.4 cents. However, there is a level below which a wave 2 will get very unrealistic, and that is the 78.6 FIB level. So as long as we're staying above 33.76 cents, we can still assume this is a wave 2, just with a larger correction. But I gave you the more ideal targets up there. But then if we break all these, 33.7 cents will be the key, let's call it invalidation point. Even it's not official invalidation and it's more based on experience than traditional Elliott wave rules. But I can tell you that if we break the 78.6 FIB level in any wave 2, that wave 2 is most likely not going to work out. Okay, that's my update about ADA. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, please check out the channel membership. If you like to support more crypto online, then you can delegate your ADA to the More Crypto Online stake pool. Yeah, we've got a stake pool running that we sort of formed a few months ago, and you would help More Crypto Online out with that, and you can earn passive ADA with your ADA as well. We're actively increasing the pledge from the rewards that the pool generates. The thing is, I had a few questions about the pledge, why it's so low. I will increase it now, just to increase rewards as well. So probably over the next couple of weeks, the pledge will increase significantly. We didn't do it in the beginning because operating a pool is something very new for us. And doing a lot of research, it revealed that the pledge can actually be stolen from the pool. So if the pool should get attacked and hacked, the pledge can be gone. While delegations, so if you delegate, that can't be stolen. But as a pledge, if you give a pledge into the pool, it can actually be stolen. So that's why we kept that low initially. But yeah, feel free to delegate, and then rewards should go up in the next few weeks as well, because we're actively increasing the pledge and it will jump significantly. So it would help out MCO a lot. If you like to earn passive ADA with your ADA, then feel free to delegate to the More Crypto Online stake pool. You can find links and tutorials for that in the description. Okay, hope you like the update. Thanks a lot and bye-bye.